Well said, brother. I think that's the perfect sort of opportunity for us to do a little diddly do over to Hyperstrike. Thank you, brother, for your patience. Let's talk a little bit about Cardboard. Uh, and I see you might have pinned a little something up above about this grant. I don't know if that's what you want to open up with, but some exciting stuff going on over there.
Yeah, uh, dude. The thing is, I have so much to tell. I don't know where to start. Mats already told me to breathe between everything, so I'm gonna try my best. Deji, before I'm gonna start my rant, I need to compliment you about the change that you made personally because I saw that tweet this week about like how you looked a few years ago and now, and like, dude, fuck. Um, it shows that it pays off to make the right choices and that you can be better in your skin. I think it's an example that we need in this space. So thanks for sharing that process. Um, Also about that thread that you made, I think that's something we should end with and have some conversations about it because I have some opinions also about it. Um, I'm gonna start like Cardboard Citizens minted last year in May for 1.5 Sol. Back then, there was a team of French people, and Matsu was the advisor. In October, November last year, there was some complications with the French people in the team. They abandoned the project. That brought Mods in a position that he was like, yeah, uh, we are so far, we already have some technology that we want to push out. I don't want to let this die. So in December, he came to me and asked me if I wanted to be his partner. So I like to be like going from like a collector to like a holder, like from collector to like being an owner. Like it was a big transition. Before I had some experience as community manager. So you know how to make decisions, yet you don't have like the end call. And now to have the end call and having it almost for 1 year, um, it's like that's why I like to go later into in that whole discussion about the thread that you make because in this space where like you need to fight every time for the how do you say it like the attention like to create hype and that kind of stuff like projects like us that are building don't always get immediately the recognition, yet we see if you just show up every day, if you just make sure that you develop every day and you will gain trust. You will like you can see it in our listings. Like I'm not even talking about the floor price. But like if you look at our listings for like almost a year, we are around like I believe 5-6% without staking, without like having shared any wind. That is like our rev share thing in the project, where like the moment if our collectors hear wind, they go crazy. Um, so without any mechanism and that kind of stuff, we managed to have like a um, low listing rate. And like if you then see what we have done, um, one of the things that we made I need to go. Sorry if I'm sometimes a little bit confusing. I need to go a step back. Like if you look at Cardboard Citizens, we aim to be like a DAU engine, so daily active user engine. So our goal is to onboard as much people into the Solana space. Um, so one of the things that we came up with is the good board. What is the good board? The good board is a place where, like Digi, for example, you made that thread. We could load it up and like our collectors, but also like everyone in the world can just go to our platform. They connect their wallet, and I will come back in that in a few seconds. Um, they connect their wallet, they connect their socials, and the moment that they hit like a join mission, you follow an account, you retweet something, you like something without being redirected to the tweet. Like you push the button and it instantly happens. You instantly will get box points. Those box points are redeemable for like or a little bit of Solana, or a Flower SPL, or like an NFT. And something that we are working on is like also local coupons, because we want to aim on the low income countries, because a lot of people don't know more than 4 billion people don't earn more than $2 a day. So we want to give those people an opportunity to come to our platform, to link their socials, and also get like attached in the blockchain and make money that they can survive. So those coupons can help with that. Um, then you asking like, but how do you gonna connect those people? Because like, yeah, it's hard to get like a phantom wallet and that kind of stuff, because you can do it, but it takes more. I timed it a few times, like 3 4 minutes, if you do it correctly with someone who is like experienced with it. We made a system wallet where you can fill in your mobile phone number, you get an OTP code, and within 30 seconds you have like a wallet. And that is something that we are very proud on. We have like uh, the basic one ready. We are now testing it. And next thing is like we want to attach it to the good board, but like so a ticketing system reached out to us, so we're gonna do something with that. I can't go too deep in it, but like we are aiming with our technology for like in real life use. So we aren't always the most sexy thing, yet I think in the future people will see like that we are here for like the coming 10, 20 years with the stuff that we are doing. And I think that is also in this space. Um, I think a lot of projects are already 4 or 5 years in the future, while we sometimes forget that our neighbors and like our aunts and like our grandma aren't in the space yet. And we need to have like is first 3 to 5 years that we get those people into this space before we can showcase all the tech. That doesn't mean that we need to stop. It means that we need to push through, and like the moment that they are there, that we have it ready. Um, but like it's something that you need to remind yourself every day, because otherwise you get frustrated, you get like demotivated, and like and sorry that I already maybe go into the thread that you wrote. Like it's if you um, if you have a project right now, you shouldn't be afraid if you lose collectors, because people are like too afraid to lose collectors or holders or whatever you name it. Like people come, people go. It's like shares or app of Apple. Like people should view NFTs as shares in a company. And like sometimes people like what you're doing, they buy, and the moment that they don't like, they sell. And get used to it. Like otherwise, you will constantly have anxiety, and if you focus on the floor price, it won't do anything. And I think we show with our project that we don't look at the floor price every day and the listings and that kind of stuff. Of course, on a weekly base, we look and we see the stuff, but like in the end, even if Cardboard would go to 0.5 or 1, we are happy as founders, as owners, because like we want to have those boxes. The moment the wind comes and we have those boxes and we will um, sign them in for the wind, we will get the revenue from it. And with that revenue, we can fund our project. So I think we are one of the projects in that space that are buying their own supply back. And every box that we buy doesn't come back on the market. So if people don't want to buy, we buy it ourselves, and we will succeed in that. Um, Maybe Digi, you can ask me a few questions, because like I hear myself talking, I may be rambling a bit. I want to tell so much more, but maybe you can get me a line a bit.
Absolutely, yeah, no worries at all. We love a good monologue, because then people end up, unknowingly they end up dropping that juicy alpha. So normally we just let people talk. We let them talk, and eventually, we pull out those nuggets. But yeah, what you've spoken about thus far, I think it's definitely true, and we will dive into these problems. I mean, you spoke about it in the beginning, um, with this kind of hype meta and all of these things going on. There definitely are projects, teams, founders that are not in the limelight right now, but they're, like you said, showing up every single day, building out on the things that they promised, innovating, pivoting, putting the foundations, creating their foundations so strong that when things do take that leg up, when sentiment does change, when that wind changes, definitely ready for it. So I mean, starting off, one of the biggest things as of late was this Solana grant. So do you want to tell us what that was for? Who's that in collaboration with? Explain to us how you guys got that and what it was
Yeah.
for.
So if you look at the application that we presented to Solana is the P4P staking. That is a product that we made for the keepers, like because the keepers has like that is a project that will mint very soon, and that has two products like the P4P staking and like they will make an insurance platform. And for the P4P staking, they reached out to us with CZ Labs or software as a service entity to make it. And what is P4P staking? Well, we have our NFTs in our wallet, like we are daily on Twitter. So if you do staking, it makes sense to use your P4P to stake all of your NFTs. So what do? You look for the best one in your wallet. You put it on. You go to the website, connect your wallet, fetch the image from Twitter, or in this case X. Then at that moment, you're going to verify, and then an AI module will go through your wallet to see if the picture that you have on your X account matches with in your wallet. And the moment it matches, you can go staking. Like the moment it doesn't match, you obviously can stake. The moment that you can stake and you have like two or more, you will get the multiplier, because like that is one of the things that you need to tackle, because some we had like in one case for another project that we did, Elysian Odyssey, someone who had 500 NFTs. Well, then you also want to make sure that that person will get like the benefit of holding those 500. So then you will get the multiplier. The multiplier will like decrease the moment that you move the asset. So the moment that you list it somewhere or you move it to another wallet, the multiplier will automatically decrease. Also, when you change your P4P on Twitter, the staking will automatically stop, because every few minutes, like the platform will check if you still have the same P4P. Well, where did we get the grant from? That AI module, because Solana Foundation had like an AI grant program. Um, for that program, we applied, and based on that, they looked into our application, and they really liked it, and that's why we got the grant. And that is something also like that we are very proud of, because you come with an existing application. It's not like, oh, we have an idea, oh, here is some money and build it. Like, no, we proved ourselves, and they give the recognition. So we like, if I like the moment, I still can remember the moment that I got that mail, like it gives me still shivers, like that you see Solana Foundation, and it feels unreal. Because like 2 years ago, a friend of mine told me, like, dude, I minted like Aurori on Solana and I didn't hear anything about Solana. And 2 years later, you are communicating with people from Solana and like getting recognition. So that is like very, very strange and stupid.
It's amazing. And I think you guys have, like, one of the things that you achieved here, like, in getting this grant, not only did you set a precedent that building on your own faith and investing in yourself and delivering a product before expecting other people to invest in you will get rewarded in the space. There is like now a precedent of it being rewarded in the space, which one is healthy and good. But two, in general, like you guys got a grant from fucking Solana. Like this is something we've been waiting for a long time for projects to start, getting that sort of financial support. And um, again, showing that it's possible if you take the right steps and are willing to apply yourself appropriately, is a massive bounty to people in this ecosystem who are looking into building things, specifically applications that are on chain here and maybe don't want to use an NFT collection as a raise primarily, right? Maybe they want to build something out, use proof of concept, continue to build it out and get some enterprise support, and they don't know how, which is why the next question I have is, like, you guys coming fresh out of this process and being sort of setting this precedent, what would you give as advice to other builders who are looking to try and run this gauntlet, and maybe win themselves a grant as well?
Well, just make sure that the products that you make that you 100% believe in, and then like if you have made it, look for like the possibilities you have within Solana, but also like there are so many investors who are looking to give money to you, but they want to see the proof. So it starts all with believing, and also don't always listen to what others saying. Like that is like a constantly discussion, because sometimes it's good to get the feedback, and sometimes you just need to be stubborn and just believe in the thing um, that you had in mind, because people can criticize very easily. Like it was also with the P4P staking. Like first we didn't got a lot of traction, and now on weekly base we get like a lot of projects who inform, like not that they instantly want it, but they inform like, okay, what is it, what can it do, and they see the benefits of it. So like if we 4 months back, like it looked like something that didn't had any potential, and now it's one of the things that a lot of projects want. So just believe in yourself and make sure that the moment that you have it ready, go find it, because like there are, and even don't even look at Solana itself. Like if you look at the P4P staking platforms that we made, the first one was on the Binance Smart Chain. The second was on Solana for like Enigma. And like now we are in the closing of making one on Ethereum for Steady Stack, like a project on Ethereum with a three Ethereum soul price, 3 Ethereum floor price. Sorry. So the thing is, like, people are talking multi-chain, like we are doing multi-chain, but like Solana is our home base because we believe in Solana having the low cost, like having the infrastructure to build like really dope stuff. It's easy to use. Like there is so much guidance. Like if you look what Solana, and then if I call Solana, I mean the foundation and the ventures and that kind of stuff. What they all do on a daily basis, I see a lot of negativity in the space, like they don't give anything. No, you don't ask for it. You don't go to it, and you think you will get it because you made a tweet or that kind of stuff. No, you need to go to KYC. No, you need to have like maybe that one call that you need to go through. You need to fill in some forms, and yes, that can be a pain in the ass, but like that is how you get the stuff. It's not laid back waiting that someone is coming to you. You need to show yourself. So did he?
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I mean, just coming off the back of that, as part of that thing that I wrote, um, I think when it comes to like protocols and utility and things of that nature, I think what a lot of projects fall into the trap of is building things that just to put it swiftly, building things that no one gives a shit about. You sink all of these resources and time and man hours, and you sink it into this thing that you and your team might think is the next big thing, but that people don't really give a shit about. But what what you guys have done, you saw a gap, you saw an opening, something that people wanted, as it goes, having brand awareness, having, that user generated content, having your holders in your community being a billboard for your project and your brand, as the PFP. It's something that's very, very slept on. A lot of people, a lot of projects fight for, the top influencers, PFP. This is this is brand space that is it's very sought after. And that goes down not just influencers, but everyone on Twitter that's still here. So you guys saw that, and you were able to build out this thing across chains, because it's not a chain specific problem that needed a solution. It was a general problem that you guys created a solution for, and now you are seeing the fruits of that, because it was a problem, and you gave a solution to it. But I think there are a lot of projects that build these very intricate things that it's not solving a problem that people have right now. It may be solving a problem that they might have 2 years down the line. But building that now, not getting the eyes on it, and dumping a whole bunch of your treasury man hours and all of that into it, may not be the best course of action. But you guys have taken the right approach. You saw a problem, you created a solution for that, and now you are reaping you're reaping the fruits of that. But yeah, please go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think you might have muted
did we?
Hyper.
I think we lost him.
no, I'm here. Sorry, I had a fat finger. I tapped 2 times. Like what I mentioned at the start of the spaces, because we also mentioned there already a bit. Like PvP staking, will it be something that will be revolutionary in 10, 20 years? I don't think so. Like it will be common, and like a lot of other projects will find other ways and also find other rewards. Like it's not the thing that I personally get the most hype for, but like if you see at the current market, and like to have that exposure to be in that attention economy, it's like the perfect thing. Like if you ask me like what is the biggest thing that you guys made till now and that you're very proud of, that are two things, and that is that, like having that system wallet. Like I have a season card of a football club that is playing in the highest division now in the Netherlands. And like last week I was at the game, and I could onboard like 30 people in 15 minutes, like with a system wallet, like with saying, here is the website, fill in your mobile phone number, follow the steps. And like they didn't have any problems, they could claim like the NFT that we had. And like so the thing is, like if you have the system wallet, and then with the good board, like if we then talk about like marketing and like content and that kind of stuff, where we can have like that marketing arm, where we can decide like, okay, this content creator should get some more attention, or like maybe a brand will reach out like, okay, you guys have like so many people on that platform, we want to have like our content um, like retweeted or reposted. I need to say, still need to adjust to X, but reposted or liked, or we want to have more follows on our account, we can make that happen. And this is X, but we want to have also Instagram in it. Like we already have also that people can redirect it to certain discords, that people can like certain stuff on Facebook and stuff. So we want to implement all those socials, make those missions, make sure that people get their exposure, and that like your time that you spend on socials as a user gets valued by giving those points, which you can redeem something with. And I think one of the problems that a lot of projects also have is like they have the NFT collection, and if you don't have the NFT, you can't take part. While if you have the good board, you can take part without having the NFT, because you still can make a wallet, you still can connect your socials to the good board, and then you can just do your stuff. And maybe that is the way that you can claim a little bit of soul and buy your first NFT. Doesn't need to have doesn't need to be the cardboard one, but like maybe it gives someone a chance to accumulate some Solana, buy their first NFT, come into the space, get enthusiastic, and then like tells their friends, like how a friend of mine onboarded me in the space. And that are the stuff that we need to aim for, like getting those 10 individuals will onboard like another 20 and another 40. And that is stuff that we talk a lot about, like onboarding from web 2 to web 3. But in the end, like you need to do it, and like that is something that like mods and I are fighting for every day. Yeah, I can go on. So, but like, yeah,
And I think you guys have done an exemplary job of it. Actually, like in that sort of thread, I wanted to highlight you saying, just anecdotally talking about onboarding people at a soccer game, but I know from applied experience the number as a percentage of holdership of cardboard holders who are like not NFT people, who are like, just family guys doing stuff, right? Enjoying the community is enormous, like abnormally large relative to the space. So, like, we see the onboarding attempts working with cardboard. I think the bigger thing we see is like how the difference in time horizon expectations for rewards has been for you guys relative to a lot of projects that came out at the same time, um, and how those fruits are being harvested now, right? Like, you guys have taken the time to build a base that isn't really in the eco dependent on volume to be bullish. They're experience based holders. And so in these dips, you guys aren't feeling the pullbacks because they're not traders. They didn't buy them just because they're NFTs that might pump. Now you're getting your grants from, you know, months and months and months of building relevant technology. Like, this is a really strong example of a project that did it the slow way and is now gathering steam and not in danger of being, slaughtered at the hand of this bear market, for lack of politas. But yeah, it's great to see you and mods have absolutely been killing it. You guys are really strong examples for founders in the space, in my opinion, especially from an ethical perspective as well. Um, but
yeah.
yeah.
Well, thanks for mentioning that. But like, also don't forget, like, it's not only Mats and me, because we have also two amazing community managers. We have also some amazing moderators. Well, we call them moderators, but they are doing like also other stuff with helping to reach out to other projects to see if we can sell our services. Like something that we started like recently is making different branches on Twitter. Like we have this CSAT Run community. Like last week, Nat or the community manager started with CSAT Chicken. I still need to laugh a bit, like it started as a joke, but now we have like a CSAT Chicken account where information about chickens will be displayed. And then the question that I got a lot for the last 2-3 days, why? And I'm like, well, if you make content about other stuff than NFTs and you reach out to other people who like chickens, and then from the chickens they say like, oh, that is done by a cardboard, what are they doing? They come to their site, to the site, they will maybe go in the Discord, they will be vibrant with the community. Like this week someone from Greece entered the Discord because he had a talk with another holder. He saw the philanthropic stuff that we also are doing, like, and he wanted to get in and bought a cardboard. And that are the, it's not that you onboard like 10-20 people a day, but like you, that isn't needed. You need like one new holder a day. Take it slowly, slow grow steadily. And even in this market, if you get like a few new holders every week and you can also keep the old ones, like, dude, then I can't wait for the bull market, because then we all know what is going to happen. So yeah, orange, like,
Well said, brother.
yeah,
Well said. I think, that sort of sentiment can be distilled into like something that's been echoed in this ecosystem for a long time in waves, sort of louder and then quieter. But you're not fighting with the sellers, right? You're fighting with the prospective buyers. If people want to leave, let them leave, right? but
Yeah,
you have to add value to attract new holders and improve holder acquisition
well,
rates.
or it's very simple. Like if people want to leave, like most of the times, if we know that they actively want to leave, we even offer them to buy them out and take the boxes immediately. So we protect like the people. And like in some cases, they don't want it and they just dump. And then like it's also okay because then for others it's a better entry. Like we are not afraid of floor prices and that kind of stuff because what I said, the moment that we get more business and we get like the a Twitter thing going with making the content, making revenue from it, like with having the good board, like getting people sponsors posts and get money from it. If you make the CSAT, the software as a service, that we already made a few big things, and we are also making something on BRC at the moment, a big hit, and in a few months I can tell a bit more about that. But like all those stuff, and then the carbon credits that we want to do in the future, like we try to make a lot of different revenue streams that will where we also make sure that if we have the money that we find ways to like double down on it and make sure that we can guarantee a certain return on investment every for yeah, how do I say it, sometimes my English is very shit, but like the thing is, we are a rev share project, but we don't have like weekly rev share. Like the moment that we have the money that we made stuff, we share it. If we don't have something, we don't share it. That's why it's called the wind. If we have it, we share it. And sometimes there is a thunderstorm, and then in like a fraction of 4 weeks, it can be shared 2-3 times. And it can also be quiet for a few months because we are working with liquidity that is new, that is coming from outside our collectors. We are not recycling our collectors' money. We are trying to find it in different places. And that takes time. And like collectors don't always have the time, and I totally understand it because I'm a collector myself. I also don't always have the patience, so I totally get it. But I know that the people who are holding and they will be there long enough, they will be rewarded 100% because I'm not giving up, and Mods also will also not stop. And I think you guys know Mods long enough that you guys can attest for that.
Yeah, I was gonna. There are fewer like people who I think are as doggedly committed to that success, and especially like taking care of their holders as you guys. And yeah, dude, I mean, truer words. You guys are walking the path correctly, and I think a lot of people in the eco see that and have seen that over time, dude. I mean, yeah, your individual reputations also precede you, but we appreciate the time. Thank you for coming up on the Sunday. Hyper, you're always an absolute pleasure, dude, to have up on the stage, and we appreciate you. Is there anything else you wanted to share about Citizens that we didn't get through?
Well, the thing is, there's so much more to share, but like, let's keep it for now, and maybe we can go in a few weeks or months, like do a second round and also follow up about stuff that is going on right now. For people who are listening right now, thanks also for being here on a Sunday. Thanks for listening to my rant and my bad English sometimes. I really appreciate that you took the time to listen to this. And like, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on X. Feel free to send a friend request. I'm more than happy to spend like 30 minutes or an hour to explain everything that we do. And like, you're not obliged to buy boxes because if you don't, we will do it. Like, but like in the end, we hope that as much as individual people will buy it because it's nice that you can share it with everyone and like have a bigger community.
Fuck yeah, Hyper. We love that. Thank you, brother. Thank you again for taking the time on a Sunday. And yeah, we love boxes, dude. Let's fucking LF Cardboard on God.